Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to another MAMG Let's Play of Dream Daddy. So when we left off, we started our first date with Damien, and it was rather interesting for multiple reasons. He has a very unique son, let's just say. I'm curious to see what happens, especially after the Naruto fan fiction incident that we uncovered. Yeah, I'm curious. I want to see what's actually going on under this beautiful gothic facade that we see in front of us. I can't believe he's the last dad, though. That's it. It's going to be over. And I've heard that there is a special ending, but then it got taken out, so I still haven't looked into that either, but I'm pretty sure very shortly we'll find out if it's still there or not. Anyways, I had a lot of fun hanging out with Damien the other day. I wonder what he's up to. I open up Dad Book and start writing him a message when Amanda walks in the door. Dad, you got a letter. Oh? Is it from Grandma? No, it's from Damien. Okay. Whoa, can I see it? Amanda hands me a piece of old parchment, folded into an envelope and sealed with purple wax. Man, dude goes all out. I pry off the seal and unfold the letter. In the most beautiful calligraphy, the letter reads, Dearest Kelly, I hope you'll find my continued correspondence endearing rather than trying. One can only hope that my use of slower, more traditional form of communication will showcase my sincere and earnest sentiment that I greatly enjoyed our time together. I write this hastily under the warm embrace of excitement, fearful that I may misstep and speak toward something unwelcome. For now, I hope you might forgive my boldness. I will simply say that your company has greatly occupied my thoughts. While the afternoon may have been derailed by forces unseen, your companionship helped a great deal, not only in the discipline of my child, but in the morale of my spirit. And for that, I thank you. That said, Kelly, if you'll allow me, it would mean the world to me if I could enjoy more of your time. Perhaps a trip to the cinema followed by a moonlit stroll to be your taste. I eagerly await your response. With great respect, D. Blood March. Okay. Amanda and I both look up from the letter. Wow. He's good. So, you gonna catch a movie with him? Yeah, aren't movies kind of like too new age for him? Yeah, I better message him on Dad Book and let him know. Amanda slaps my laptop shut. She's gonna make me, you have to write him back a real letter. But my handwriting looks like two toddlers fighting over a crayon. Mine too.
Yes.
Dad, you have to. He wrote you a letter. That's so cool. Will you help me? I need to class this up. Father, I was made for this. Here's what you do. Find tickets to a show that you two will like, then enclose them in the letter. Oh, that's classy. Amanda and I hop onto my laptop and peruse the show times. He doesn't seem like a romantic comedy kind of guy.
Right.
Oh, here's one. Vampire Crusade 2? Evil Never Dies. I don't know. That sounds kind of stupid. Actually, it's a critically acclaimed exploration into the ennui of existence. It really turns the vampire trope on its head. Really? Nah, there's just lots of blood and vampire titties. Well, let's roll the dice. I purchase a ticket and print them out, and sit them down at the table with Amanda trying to draft a nice letter. I start writing. Damien. I hope that this letter finds you in good health. Yes. Good one. What's next? I must confess of my amateur control of the written word. Geez, Dad, have some faith in yourself. Okay, we're trucking along. Let him know how you're feeling. I did very much enjoy the adventure we found ourselves on when we last met. That sounds good. Not bad. Good action-y sentence.
Yeah.
Ask him to hang out already. True art takes time, Amanda. While the strange turn of events, I found myself enamored in the situation at hand. Let me get at that. Like Brill's landscape with the fall of Icarus, I found myself lost in your details. Dad. Whoa. I saw it on TV. I'm not actually an intelligent person. Bring it home, Pops. Let me take you out. I very much enjoy your company. Accompanying me to the cinema. It would bring me great pleasure to escort you to the cinema. Yeah. Smooth. Calling it the cinema is a classy move. Enclosed, you'll find 2 tickets to Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies, which I'm sure you will find both titillating and enjoyable. Hard daps. Namaste. We'll carry all the best wishes. And then I signed my name. My full name. Fancier that way. Kelly Miller.
Huh.
Is this okay? Amanda reads over my sloppy handwriting. Oh, wow. They actually write the whole thing. That is amazing. You spelled his name wrong. What? Nah, just trying to keep you on your toes. Now all you have to do is seal it and put it in the mailbox. Can I seal it with tape?
Yeah.
That's not authentic enough. I have an idea. I'll be right back. Can't we just like put it in his mailbox anyways and not drop it off at the post office? Amanda leaves the room and returns with a candle, a lighter, and a small piece of wood. You gotta have a wax seal. She lights the candle, which starts to burn down and form a pool of melted wax. What's that other thing? Amanda pours some of the wax on the folded letter and expertly presses a small piece of wood into it. She lets it dry for a second and pulls the wood away, revealing... Here it is, your sigil. A little kitten with a bow on its head. Awesome. Scrapbooking stuff always comes in clutch. Well, I guess all there is to do is deliver this to his doorstep now, huh? Oh, I thought we were getting a carrier pigeon to do it. I already called my guy. You have a guy? I have a pigeon guy. Marcus has the good pigeons. Don't get your pigeons from Anthony. They're no good. I don't want to know if any of this is true. I head outside and walk over to Damien's house. I slip the letter into the slot of his door and go back home. Mission accomplished? Now we play the waiting game. The night finally rolls around to where I'm supposed to meet with Damien. The next day, he had left another beautifully crafted letter thanking me for mine and agreeing to the evening. Amanda helps me pick out a nice outfit, and I show up to the theater a little bit early. It's a chilly night, the theater's kind of crowded, but it's still nice. How do you do? I jump at the sound of his voice and turn around to see Damien right behind me. You almost gave me a heart attack. How long were you there for? I don't know. I just walked up. My apologies for frightening you. Was that thunder? Is it gonna rain soon? I didn't hear anything. What? Okay. What? Regardless, the hour grows close. Shall we take to our seats in the cinema? I must thank you again for purchasing our tickets. Please, allow me to repay the deed in Sour Patch Kids. No. They already did something bad to Markiplier. I can't stand behind that. Or perhaps Milk Duds. Let's do it. We get in line to buy some snacks. As we're waiting, I hear a familiar voice behind us. My dad's here. What? I turn around to find Lucian standing a few feet behind us with a gaggle of other goth kids. Lucian, how nice to see you. I didn't know you were coming to the theater. I'm glad to see you spending some quality time with your friends. Whatever, Dad. And what movie will you be attending tonight? My friends are making me see some movie about talking animals, and I don't really care about it. Well, I do hope you enjoy your evening. We'll be watching Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies.
What?
You? Watching that? Yeah, I thought Damien would enjoy it. Good luck with that, Dad. Lucian rejoins his friends, and I look over to Damien. Good luck with what? It's nothing. My son loves to tease. We went in line for a little longer, and Damien buys the snacks. He seems a little nervous. I wonder what's wrong. Damien and I take our seats and settle in for the previews. Glancing at him, I can see that he's sweating profusely and gripping his armrest. Vampires, huh? Aha! Yes! The winged creatures of the mist! I fear them not, for I know the night as well as the... I'm so, excited. for this film. I'm a devoted patron of the arts, especially the scary arts. The scarier the art, the better. Do you have a favorite horror movie?
Oh no.
Of course I have a favorite horror movie. Mine is Halloween Town. Terrifying. Oh, interesting. That's odd. I don't seem to remember Halloween Town being that scary. I would have expected him to bring up some sort of strange foreign horror film that I'd never heard of. Damien's knuckles are turning white. It looks like he's about to rip the armrest off. Wait a second. Damien, are you afraid of horror movies?
Ah!
You must be joking. I love horror movies. The lights dim for the film.
Ah!
Oh god, Damien, my ears. I apologize. I was thinking about something far scarier than this movie, which is not scary at all. It's alright, buddy, I get it. We settle in as the film starts. I offer Damien some licorice and he takes one. I take note of how much his hands are shaking.
Ah!
The title flashes across the screen in bloody letters. Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies. A pale man with long silver hair, glittering red eyes, and well-oiled abs sits up in a coffin. Awaken, my coven. Two more vampires slide the tops off their stone coffins onto the floor. Brother, is it time? Yes, husband, but also mortal enemy. It is time. The three look at each other, and then to the camera. For the Vampire Crusade. This rules. The trio of vampires flies off into the night as foreboding organ music plays in the distance. I somehow get lost in the movie. As dumb as it sounded, it's actually a pretty fun flick.
Ah!
We get to a tense moment in the movie where Romulus Trueblood sits a truce meeting with the general of the human army, whose wife Romulus has fallen in love with. Romulus, it's good to finally meet you. General, I agree. It's good to finally blood you.
Ah!
Romulus leaps out and slashes the general's throat. Blood splatters over everything, including the camera.
Ah!
Damien screams again, reflexively grasping at my hand. I immediately blush, forgetting about any of the vampires or vampiric blood.
Ah!
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Damien retracts his hand and places it back in his lap.
Huh.
I was writing a novel in my head about blood magic and got to an extremely scary section. Damien goes back to quietly stressing out over the movie. It's kind of cute that he won't admit that he's afraid of it. I wish he would hold my hand again. Maybe I could do something to try to make him feel more comfortable. I've got it. I'll do what dads do best. Talk during the movie. Oh no. Point out a plot hole. Yeah, let's do that. Did you notice how the guard fired 7 bullets, but his gun only holds 6 bullets? Yes, that is absolutely unforgivable from a filmmaking standpoint. It's almost unwatchable. It's funny how it's so much easier to point out tiny mistakes in the work of others than it is to actually go and create your own thing, huh? Hey, look, that's an anarchism.
Huh.
The rest of the movie goes by relatively smoothly, with only a few whimpers from Damien. Maybe he would have liked the romantic comedy better. We get to the final scene of the movie, where Romulus Badblood and the general's wife embrace each other in his crypt. It appears that the true Vampire Crusade was the Vampire Crusade in our hearts, our cold, unbeating hearts. What is this movie? Romulus and the general's wife begin making out. Hard.
What?
The film fades to black and the end appears on the screen, but then it hard cuts to Demetrius and his rival lover Carmela, who watch the two from afar. Oh no! Twist ending. Our bloodline has been pure for 1,000 years. Romulus has betrayed us by loving a human woman. It will only be a short time before the next Vampire Crusade 3, Evil Must Die Again. More thunder, more ominous organs. Okay, ominous organs? Sure. The movie fades out again and a bloody question mark now accompanies the end. I get it. Organs is like the musical instrument, not like organs is like harvesting. Anyways, Damien and I walk out of the movie theater amidst throngs of chattering moviegoers. He's a little more pale than I remember, but otherwise he survived the encounter. He even seems kind of invigorated. What an interesting film. While the premise admittedly struck me as pedestrian, I was intrigued by its harrowing love story and great attention to detail in regards to vampiric lore. Yeah, it was pretty good. A lot more vampire titties than I thought there would be. Come, the night is young. Let's take a stroll. Okay, sure. Damien is making a point of not telling me where he's taking me. Still, I'm enjoying the walk and the cool night air. Being alone here with Damien is a lot better than being in a crowded bar. Lovely night, isn't it? As lovely as the company, yes. He thinks I'm lovely. Oh God. Okay, here comes the smooth response. Thanks. No problem. Crushed it. We both stand there feeling a little awkward. I'm one smooth operator. Are you getting a little hungry? Maybe we should stop off and grab something to eat. Worry not, friend. I've a plan. We turn the corner and are greeted by the gates of a cemetery? What? Are we going in there?
Oh.
A little bit of Victorian flavor, Kelly. Trust me. Okay. I'm a bit nervous, but Damien hasn't led me wrong yet. I follow his lead as we walk into the cemetery. Statues of angels stare down at us as we follow a path through the faded tombstones. We crest a small hill, we get a beautiful view of the city. The night lights sparkle around us. I gotta hand it to him. For being in a cemetery, this is strangely romantic. Picnicking in graveyards is an old Victorian tradition, an appropriate finish to an evening after a vampire movie, wouldn't you say? With a flourish, Damien produces a blanket and a picnic basket. Wait, where were you hiding that? Under my cloak? Oh, right. Damien unfolds the blanket and we both sit down, gazing out at the city lights. He produces a bottle of red wine and a fine selection of cheeses. In the Victorian era, there were no public art galleries, parks, or botanical gardens to speak of. Once rural graveyards became a more popular alternative to church burials, they became the only place that people could see beautiful plant life and fine sculptures. That makes sense. This is pretty nice. I have a question though. How are you so okay with being in a graveyard, but you had trouble handling a scary movie?
What?
I wasn't? He sighs deeply. Okay, yes, I was extremely scared by that movie. I was not writing a book about blood magic in my head. I just have never been good at those. I just feel as if because how I look and act, people expect me to love horror films, but I must play the part. Truth be told, I don't know if I have the constitution for them at times. Damien, I'm so sorry. If I would have known, I would have suggested another movie. It's quite alright. I actually did find myself enjoying this one, thanks to your help. Graveyards, however, I think there's something rather beautiful about death. Cemeteries are traditionally built away from cities, away from the realm of the living, and keeps us rather separated from it. To acknowledge death and to become comfortable with it, I think, gives us a certain intimate knowledge of ourselves. To sit amongst generations of those who came before us, to be truly alive in the midst of so much death, brings me great comfort. Death helps me to appreciate life, to savor every second. We sit and enjoy our food and wine. I don't feel scared anymore. Never thought I'd be comfortable sitting alone in a graveyard at night, but I actually feel pretty peaceful. Suddenly, it doesn't seem like we're alone. Off in the distance, I see a shadowy figure in the trees. What is that?
Ah!
I'm not sure. It noticed us. I'm paralyzed with fear as it begins lumbering slowly towards us, its shape taking a more animal form, more feral. I look to Damien for help, but he's just as afraid and as transfixed as I am. I want to scream, but it's stuck in my throat. The creature's getting closer, moving faster.
Ah!
Woof! Oh. It's a dog. Aww! As it finally comes into the light, The friendliest, dumbest little Boston Terrier I've ever seen pulls its owner towards us.
Oh.
The dog trots over to Damien and sniffs at his hands. Damien looks ecstatic. He ruffles the dog's fur happily. What a beautiful dog. Hey. We both look up, not expecting to see... Yeah, there we go. Thanks. Robert, what are you doing out here on this lovely evening? Hunting cryptids. What? What? I didn't know you had a dog.
Oh.
This isn't my dog. I found her wandering in the street. I put a leash on her and now we're walking around in this graveyard together. Hunting cryptids. Damien and I share a look. May I give her a treat? Sure. Wouldn't give her cheese though. Not to worry. Damien reaches into the depths of his cloak and produces a small dog treat. What else is he keeping in there? The dog laps up the treat and crunches away, tail wagging furiously. Damien continues to smooth down her fur. Thanks. My absolute pleasure. Damien shakes the dog's paw. Lovely to meet you, my friend. May our paths cross again. Robert and his dog disappear into the darkness again. Damien stares after them. I didn't know you liked dogs. Victorians love dogs, actually. Most Victorian women of high fashion would always be accompanied by a small dog such as a terrier or Maltese. I think big dogs are nice too. Yeah, man, dogs are cool. I do believe we've had enough excitement for one night. What say we make our way home? Damien hops to his feet and extends a hand to help me up. I gladly take it as my knees aren't what they used to be. He packs up his picnic basket and leads us out of the graveyard. As we begin the walk home, I take one last look at the cemetery. It really is beautiful. Like a proper gentleman, Damien walks me to my doorstep. Thank you ever so kindly for your company tonight. Damien, it was my pleasure. Kelly, if you'll allow me, it would bring me great joy to offer you a token of my affection. Damien reaches into his cloak and pulls out a folded, monogrammed handkerchief. He presses it into my hand. Wow, thank you, Damien. I will use this to dry my tears for those I've lost. Yeah, sure. A noble purpose. Damien shuffles his feet. I just want to say that it's rare to find someone like you. Someone who's open to my eccentricities. It's nice to feel so accepted. Thank you. Damien gives my hand a quick squeeze. Damien blushes and hastily retracts his hand. I must take my leave. Good night. Before I could say anything else, he's gone. I unlock the door and step inside.
What?
Like a whirlwind, Amanda runs from the window and plops down on the couch, trying to look nonchalant. Hey, Dad, what's up? Were you watching me from the window? No, I was just, Okay, yes, how was the movie? Lots of vampire titties. Told you. But, as it turns out, Damien is Wait, Amanda doesn't need to know that. I'll keep it between me and Damien. Scary, cool. Yup, he's so cool it's scary. Nice save, Kelly. Do you know that graveyards used to be a place to throw parties? I think I'm misremembering that. Wow, that's pretty punk. Also, we saw a dog. Definitely thought it was a werewolf for a minute though. How can you be so sure it wasn't a werewolf? How can you be so sure I'm not a werewolf? And how can I be so sure that you're not a werewolf? Amanda's eyes narrow. I don't trust you. Nor I you. We make intense, wary eye contact for a second. Anyway, I'm calling it for the night. Don't stay up too late, will you? I'll try not to howl at the moon past midnight. I love the dynamic that, like, the father and daughter have. It is adorable. Gun safety? That's a weird, Weird thing to have.
Are you familiar with the works of Corey Feldman? He simply slayed in The Lost Boys.
Okay, buddy. Anyways, I guess that's going to be where I leave this episode, because next time is going to be the finale. We're going to complete all the dads, and I don't know if there's something I need to do to unlock the secret ending, but we'll see what happens, and we'll just go from there. Because, like, as far as I can tell, it's been deleted out or edited out because it was controversial, I guess? I don't know. We'll see what it does. But either way, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys on the next MAMJ Let's Play.